welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors. Another ALFA Knives, the Huntsman rendition, if you will. Before we get started, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats show that number's going down, but anything above zero is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We sport Leo, all to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law, and when we do, because we take responsibility for it. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, real quick, this is the ALFA Knives, the Huntsman. Damon Lusky is the craftsman and owner. He, along with Miss Jill, his wife, are the owners of ALFA Knives. These knives are sold through Old Town Cutlery, OLDETONE Cutlery. There you go. Thank you, Scab. No problem, son. Listen, let me give you some stats. Now, I wanted to show you there. That's just a standard Sharpie to give you a little size thing. Shout out to Rusty Knife Lover for that idea. We got a blade length on this one of about 4 3/8. Now, I'm pulling these myself. A cutting edge of 3 7/8. So 4 3/8 on the blade length. 3 7/8 on the cutting edge. Nice ricasso. It is acid etched. Now, right here it's about an 1/8 inch thick. But here's the deal. It's 01 tool steel. Now let's get to the part that I'm loving oh so much. Those are moose antler handle scales. They are absolutely gorgeous. It feels great in hand. Has those really, really, really nice black G10 liners there. This one came with a red and black paracord lanyard. Go Dogs. Love me some red and black. Comes with a black sheath that is absolutely phenomenal. Just a beautiful knife, beautiful setup. It's what we come to expect from ALFA Knives. Now, here's the deal, guys. This is, I believe, my 5th ALFA knife. Absolutely love the product, love the design. And this thing is a slicing machine. Look at this. Now, we're going to do a little slow-mo slices here in a minute. Now, it's cutting down into a knot there. All right? So I thought, you know what? We'll do our little thing where we make a feather stick bouquet. And this thing it is a slicing machine. And while I held it, there was a knife. I couldn't put my mind on it, couldn't wrap my mind on it, what it compared to. Now, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know I don't do a lot of comparisons. And I tell you the truth, guys, I've stopped, like if I'm doing ALFA Knives, I try not to mention other brands because I want the focus to be on ALFA Knives. But it came to me. I have a Case Winkler Skinner. That knife and this knife, man, they feel the same, which is phenomenal. Not the same. There's some little nuances to each, but that is what is reminiscent of. If you've got one of those Case Winkler Skinners, go wrap your paws around it, and you'll know what this knife feels like thereabouts. Now, I like this knife a little more simply because I love those handle scales. I love those black G10 liners, and I like 01 tool steel. Mr. Damon has got that heat treat down pat, son. I mean down pat. 5 knives, no chips, no rolls, all are cutting machines. Now, right here, this is going to prove that. This is that 2-inch high-pressure air hose. It's either 3/16 or a 1/4 inch thick. It has a black lining and then that red outer. Both are tough as nails. I didn't speed this up. I didn't want to. All right? Because normally what we'll do is we'll stab the airline, push down to test the tip, do all that. And we're going to do that in 1 second. But I thought this thing is a slicer, right? So let's slice it. So it took just a second. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, once it started going, oh my Lord, and when we pop the trunk, you'll see the difference because I've got a couple of regular hoses now, regular water hoses. Now right here we're going to puncture. And let me just say this. That is an excellent test, in my opinion, to test that tip because that is some tough stuff. Now here, you say, well, Scab, it'll stab it. Sure it will. But you notice we don't stab it, we slow push in. And then right here, there is constant pressure on the tip of that knife. It's butted up against the other end of that hose, if I can spit it out without having a stroke, and it's constant pressure. Now, We did the Donnie B All-day drop test. We did the Donnie B All-day throw it at the stump test. Those are designed as well to check the balance, the tip, the edge configuration, to see if the handle scales stay on there. They do. Alpha Knives is just quality. They're just quality knives. Again, if you're not familiar with them, go to Old Town, O with an E, Town with an E, Cutlery. Look them up, ALFA. Now right here, watch this. This is just slicing beauty right here. Slicing beauty. What would I use this knife for? Well, hunting, fishing, camping, backpacking, anything. It's perfect. A lot of you guys love this size knife. I'm starting to. Now, let's do our cutting test, right? Let's pop the trunk. First thing we're going to do is this plastic water hose with a canvas liner. Here we go. Up, right through it. A lot of times you'll see that double cut. We did it again, and there we go. That's that canvas. So let's go with a little ratchet strap right here. 2 pulls and it's done, son. I use both styles of my ratchet strap. I have a 2-inch toe strap that's just thick as it can be. This is high pressure 1/4-inch airline. No problem right here. We cut a lot of stuff right here. I think it was a couple of minutes just standing here. Water hose, look at that. This is not in any way a chopper, right? But did you see that deep, deep bite it got? Now here's a regular water hose. Quick slice, we did that long slice. We'll see if we can see it right here. Start at the back and push forward, no problem. The knife is super sharp. You'll see that all the way through. Now, right here I found it was already cut, so we're just gonna take, and instead of chopping anything, we're just gonna do some quick slices right here. Just one, to show you how sharp the knife is. 2, to show you how tough this stuff is. Now watch this. When we fold the hose like that and put it in that crevice, it adds a little more pressure on that edge. Knife holds up insanely well. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a hiker, if you're an outdoorsman, if you're a woodsman, this to me would be the perfect belt knife. I should have got the weight. I apologize for that. I didn't. But it is super light, easy to carry, gorgeous sheath, and it sinks into that sheath. You see that when we first take it out. It's down it, so it's not going to fall out. From my understanding, Mr. Damon also does his own sheaths. Wow. Just complete package. That acid etch. And I thought about this the other day, and I mentioned it the other day, so I'll mention it again. Y'all know I'm going to. This is high pressure, steel belted sandblast hose, which I'm about to have 30 or 40 more feet of it, which I'm happy because I've cut this down to a nub. But I thought about this the other day with that acid etch. As much as we slice, as much as we're going to baton and stab and do all of that, this acid etch is on there. What am I saying? Because when we're batoning, when we're slicing, when we're chopping, when we're doing those things, if it wasn't done correctly, it would come right off of there, right? It doesn't. From every point of this knife is done insanely well. Fit and finish, excellent. Build, excellent. Sharpness, excellent. The handle scales, just to me, set this knife apart. They're very, very comfortable. However, they're not slick. That's 12 gauge wire. It's going to show you right here. I decided to stand there and do it. I strip a lot of wire at work, and back when I utility located, man, we did that every single day. So it's important to have a knife with a good edge on it. And there you get a good look at that ricasso as well. Really, really nice. Now we're going to do a quick chop, and then we should, yep, there you go. Good job, Scab. You're tearing it up, son. Quick look at that edge bevel. Nothing, and I love that polished edge. Now right here, this is a piece of pressure treated 4x4, all right? It's not a complete piece. We got all kind, you can see all the wood laying there, and at some point this fall, if it ever dries out, it's going all over there to the property over at Kirk's, and we're going to build a burn pit. But right here, I just wanted to process this up. Now what I did was took small piece, and got it manageable until we went to a bigger piece, okay? Because with that 4 3/8 blade, I think we said, we're putting that Bam Bam stick, we're putting the baton right on the tip of the knife, all right? A lot of pressure right there. So I used the knife, got it down to manageable pieces, and then just processed it right up with no problem. That's the thing too. And again, I believe I'll show you the edge after all this. I try to do that. I've started trying to do that as much as I can to give you a look at it. I like showing you at the front, and try to show you all the way through, just so you can see, like right after we do a test, walk up, show you. That way, you're seeing what I'm seeing. Now, when we get our new equipment, our new camera, and we'll be able to see it better and check it for any microchips, anything like that. To date, I have not had a single problem with that with an Alpha knife, honest to God. Comfortable ability is a lot better than sayability, I promise you, like that. The knife is insanely comfortable, right? Insanely sharp. This is one, when I get a good slicer, and I always forget to do it on the other side, but you could see them curls, and watch this right here. Just peeling off of there, man. This is a hell of a slicer. Would be a hell of a food prep knife, man. This, to me, again, it's a perfect camp knife. And it's gorgeous. It really, really is. Really is. It's got a little bit of billboarding on the back. It just says Alpha Knives. I think we saw that. The black liners, the moose antler, just gorgeous. Well, guys, look, we got about a minute left. Donnie B All-day is marching to 10,000. My brother from another mother. Let's go over and get him there. Joe, Steel Forged and Fire, Sword and Knife, a dude I love with all my heart. Go over there. Grugsy, Legion Tacticools, trying to get to 1,000. Let's get him there. John Heffron, Wingman 115 is going to 50,000. Let's get him there. Let's get these guys. Hey guys, Isaac the Noob is climbing. He's close to 1,000. Let's get him there. Let's do this. Go to my description after this video. Check all the links. See who you can get. I've got to add some more. Check my community page. A lot of great content creators are over there. Well, guys, listen. Alpha Knives are just badass. That's all I know to say about them, son. The edge held up actually really well. Now, one quick thing here is, guys, you can tell it's 100% humidity. That factors in. The edge held incredibly well. Well, guys, listen, I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Beautiful knife. Good Lord.